hitting spot I haven't hit in a few years. This is another picnic area, but right on the edge of the grass there's a creek, and they actually put, like, it looks like chain link fence down to under the dirt to prevent like erosion. So I don't know how far in it goes, but it's so hard to get a signal here. I was actually on my way back to the car, which is right there, and I was just swinging along. I got a pretty good deep 1245. It's probably about 7 inches. Yeah, maybe almost 8 inches. Popped out a, looks like a silver dime. Looks like a Merc. Yeah. So, that's the first silver I've got today. I was at another section of the park this morning. Dug 4 wheat pennies. And that was it. And I'd actually hit that part last year with the e-trac too, and I know I went over that spot, but it must have been a spill because there was 3 of them, and every single one of them was a minimum 9 inches. So we'll check this hole. That's it in here. I think because of the hard freeze we had here over the winter, it pushed things up higher, because I know I went over that, and there's no reason I should have missed it. I mean, it was a choppy signal, but I should have dug all 3 of those last year if they were there. Alright, keep going. I got my knee on where where I just dug that Merc about a couple minutes ago, and just got a 1914 Wheatie. It's hard to see the date. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on there. I'll try cleaning it up. So hopefully that wheat, or that Merc's kind of an old one too then. Yeah, this one again was probably about 7 inches. So we're going to keep going. This is about 2 minutes later. I just got a 1919 Wheatie. It's actually kind of bright out here today, so tough to get any angles on here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not. I don't think you can see the date, but I was able to see it. Another one about 7 inches. So we will keep going. Okay, I finished that other section of that little picnic area, and I moved over to another area, this park that's probably the oldest. People have gathered here since this park opened back in the 1890s. And I was chasing a nickel signal, and I popped it up. I thought it was just a regular Jefferson because it wasn't very deep. And just for the heck of it, I checked the date. It was a 42. I flipped it over, and sure enough, it's a war nickel, 1942 P. I'm gonna just put it in my pocket, assuming it was clad. It's not real. It's still pretty yellow, but it's definitely a war nickel. I actually had a goal this year of digging a war nickel, because I didn't dig any last year. Ever since I got this e-trac, I just don't dig a lot of low tones. So glad I got that. My second silver today. Keep going. Okay, here's a quick wrap up from today. I hit a few different spots today. I only had about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours total. But ended up with a Washington and 2 dimes. I don't dig a lot of clad at this park, which I like, because I know the park's been hit hard over the years, so most of the stuff is the deep iffy stuff now. But the first section I hit, all I got was some wheat pennies. 3 of them came from one hole. Actually, there wasn't one hole, but I think it was all from one spill, but I had to dig 3 separate plugs because they were spread out a good foot apart. So I can't really read the dates on any of those, but I don't think they're that old, those 4 in a row there. And then I moved over to another picnic area where they have like chain link fence buried under the ground. There's a creek right there that kind of goes on it. It turns, and I think they were getting bad erosion, so they put some rocks down along the bend there, and then they put chain link over top of that. So I tried there years ago with my Ace 250 and was ready to pull my hair out. So this was the first time I ever went back with the e-trac, and I got fed up again, but as I was leaving I started hitting some signals, and two wheat pennies out of there, both pretty old ones, a 1914 and a 1919. Those were a good 7 or 8 inches down. And I also got that, this ended up being a 43 Merc. I was hoping it was going to be an older one because it was pretty much right between those two wheat pennies. I was surprised to find a 43 because that was actually even deeper than the wheats. That thing was a good 8 or 9 inches. And then I moved over for the last like 30 minutes to another area, a real old part of this park, and got my first, actually my second ever war nickel. It's a 42p. And I scrubbed the crap out of that thing. People would probably have a stroke if they saw how hard I was scrubbing on it, but it was like black. I couldn't even tell it was a silver. Barely even the rim of it was clean or cleaning up, so I just used some baking powder and rubbed it hard between my fingers and got it that clean. So that's it. Happy hunting. I was heading to get gas in the car, and my wife left the car on empty with the light on, and I didn't quite get to the gas station, so I'm waiting for my mother-in-law to get here, but I figured I'd hit the grassy area right here, and about probably good 8 inches down, just got a silver rosy, first target. So we'll keep going until he gets here, or she gets here. Next target's my token 1944 wheat penny. Going.